So my dream right there became to shoot my next short film in Panavision. How I was going to do that, that was part of the journey. So one of the awards that I won with my first film was, first I won 2 awards from Kodak, so I automatically ordered the film stock on 35. And the other award was to do an internship with a big cinematographer for a big feature film in Hamptons. So I went to do that, and after a week, I realized that I was very anxious because all I was doing is bringing coffee to the cinematographer, and I was seeing the, it's like they were eating cake in front of me, because I will see the director and people working, and all I was doing is bringing coffee to the cinematographer. So after a week, the shoot was like 2 months and a half. I only lasted a week. After a week, I talked to the DP. Just won a film festival, made my first short film, and he's like, good for you. But how can I help you? And Kodak gave me the film stock. I won awards from Kodak, so I have the film stock on 35, and my dream is to shoot 35, to shoot Panavision, the Rolls Royce of film. He laughs and he's like, okay, good then, but how can I help you? And I was like, well, I was wondering if you could give me a free camera packet. And Scott looks at Sal, they smile, and he looks at me, he's like, they could not believe their ears. They're like, oh, okay, and what else would you like? Would you like, same joke, would you like a 10-ton truck? And he added, he's like, would you like a Teamster and a dolly, and why don't you add some lights into there? I'm like, oh, that would be great. Of course the guys, and then he's like, how many days would you like it? And I'm like, well, I was thinking 14, 15 days. I mean, right now, people ask for those kind of favors maybe for a day or two, if they even give it to them. But, I was asking for almost like a feature-length film. My short was it was a short film, but I like to shoot 1 page a day, which is important for later on the story with Bella. So same thing happened, 7 pages. We shot everything in 5 days. The chef became the lead actor, and I became an actor, and I started using again people from the streets, and we rewrote the script. And in my head I was like, at least the dream was to shoot 35, let's just shoot something, So we shot one take per our ratio was 1:1, and we finished the film, go back to Austin, and I think all my footage was like 10 minutes, and the film is 9:30. So I literally just every shot that I shot. So I was not like, and I sent it to the first film festival. It was Hamptons, and we win. We win one of the best short films, best student short film. And then after that, I sent it to another festival. So we ended up winning 7 film festival, and we sold it to PBS. So it was a great success because I didn't even think we had a film. So after that, things started happening in a way that I started kind of like still in film school, but I was able to develop a really cool relationship with Panavision. So they sponsored me 3 times in a row. My second short, they sponsored me again, but something happened, that's how I ended up in here. And I realized that I didn't move to LA to make a film. I moved to LA to make a team. And I wanted to work with Eduardo for the mere reason that we were in the same path. So he passed on the film, I passed on the film, and all of a sudden it's just me and him, and we opened a production company. So of course it's a dream because it's just me and him, and I was staying in his couch. So there was no, and we had 1 cell phone. And that was our production company. And after a couple of months of struggling, we met our third partner, Leo Severino. And we met him on a parking lot, and we started talking and it was like the project kind of was like meant to happen because everything just came together, and we made the film. We made the film with very, very small budget, very little money. It's kind of like trying to buy a house in Beverly Hills with $50,000. That's kind of our situation. What was our situation in New York City, and it was very important for me to shoot in New York. So we finished the film. It was a truly miracle. Like a lot of miracles happened through the film, through the shot, through the shoot. It was very, very disappointment because we waited for like 4 or 5 months, and we got in. So to us, getting into the festival was our biggest dream. I just remember saying, like, I'll be happy just to see official selection of Toronto. That's all I need. And we sent, and we all went to Toronto to support the film. And I remember my wife. My wife was very excited, and she had her hopes really high. And she's like, "So, can we win?" I'm like, "Look, put it this way: it is easier for gold to reign than for us to win. Simple as that. There's all the big films are here, all the big celebrities, Brad Pitt, everybody was there. It's impossible for us to win, so don't even think about that.
Don't even go there.
Don't even go there." So, we start screening the film, but one thing that I did notice that at our second screening, I remember showing up to the theater, and the line was like all around the theater. And I was really worried because I talked to the programmer, and I'm like, who's this film? Like, nobody's going to come to our film. Look at the line. And she's like, "That's the line for your film." And I was like, whoa. So I realized that that the word of mouth was crazy, because the next day, the next screening was packed, and the next screening, we had 3 screenings, the 3 of them were sold out. It was like skeptical, and then the guy is like, and the People's Choice Award goes to Bella, Alejandro Monteverde. I remember I was walking, and they were, the people around me, they were like, "Dude," like just as I was walking, like, "Hey, about God or anything." I said, yeah, don't worry about it. So I go in the top of the podium, pick up the mic, and I'm seeing everybody, man. I just remember, like, this is a dream. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna wake up. I literally thinking that I'm gonna wake up at the couch at the University of Texas, waking up and still have not made my first film, like Bocho. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a dream. I pick up the mic, and I'm looking at everybody, and the only word that came to my mind was, "I just want to thank God." And everybody was just like, that's all I think. That's the only person I could thank. I said, "I just want to thank God." And people have a lot of hopes. I like to my Oscar. It's somebody coming to me, which I already won 2 Oscars, and telling me, "You know what? Your film changed my life and changed who I am today." So I had 2 people already tell me that from the deepest of their heart, with tears in their eyes. That's my Oscars. That's my living Oscar. Everything else is a recognition. Of course, I'll be extremely excited to go to the Oscars, but I'm not living to the expectations. I'm living more to show the film to people and to make an impact on them. And that, to me, is the goal of my film, is to touch people's hearts.